can see the crane is currently being worked on, and I see the hook is will be any time from now be suspended into the ocean. And as you can see also on the other side, the divers are on standby to dive and hook the car, and it will be pulled out. This ferry has been purposely set aside for this exercise, MV Kilindini, and the other two are MV Likoni and MV Nyayo are currently operating as normal to ease the traffic at the channel. And of course also, without even forgetting to mention, there's hundreds of people around from both sides of the channel trying to see for themselves what is happening here. But of course the situation is manageable, the crowd is not that huge, and of course everybody is trying to see and follow on what is going on here. I can see there's a ship also from Coast Guard Victoria, that is the ship named Victoria, has also joined the operation, and it is an exercise being conducted by a multi-agency but under the command of the Kenya Navy. The divers, you see, they're coming to take their position, and right now I can see the tides in the ocean are not that bad. The currents are the tides are not high. It's manageable, and I also believe that they have proper equipment for this exercise, and since the vehicle is not that deep, of course also the channel is not busy. I've not seen ships passing except the dredger that has been passing here a couple of times. There are no big ships, huge ships, but remember that is also another thing that perhaps has been an issue. If at all there'll be ships passing or rather crossing the channels, someone has to be on standby to assess the situation so as to allow the divers to conduct the operation without hiccups or any challenges. So we are here still gathering more information, but what we can confirm to our viewers, if you are joining us here, is that a vehicle with one person plunged into the ocean at around 4:20 a.m. That is the time given by the Kenya Ferry Services according to their preliminary investigations. And of course, as I said, they are reviewing the CCTV footage, so all that they're saying that John Mutinda, he has been identified as John Mutinda, 46 years of age, and that is when he drove and plunged into the Indian Ocean. The Navy divers, two of them are right just next to MV Kilindini and ready to dive. Remember also the crane on board the ferry is also ready to suspend the hook, and that is when everybody is waiting to see the vehicle being pulled out. It's a Toyota Allion, maroon in color, registration number KBX475B. This is according to the Kenya Ferry Services. They gave us this statement a few hours ago. Bakari Goha, the MD, the managing director, was here together with some of his staff, and they oversaw the retrieval exercise. Of course, also the Mombasa County government sent a team of divers and of course officers to be part of this search. And well, as you heard earlier, is that Governor Hassan Joho, that is Mombasa Governor Hassan Joho, also sent out his message concerning this particular matter. And if I can just quickly try and retrieve the message and quickly read it for you. This comes from the Director of Communications, that is Richard Chacha. It says that His Excellency Governor Hassan Ali Joho on the ferry tragedy. That is the statement, and it reads: I joined the families of occupants of a saloon car that plunged into the Indian Ocean at the Likoni Channel early today. I have dispatched a team of our inspectorate unit to join the multi-agency rescues to retrieve the occupants and their car. In the meantime, I urge ferry users and the management to be cautious, as we cannot afford to have any more casualties in similar situations. Of course, this is not the first time this is happening, and after Mariam and Kigenda, the tragedy that shook Kenyans. Of course, again, there was another case reported a few weeks ago of another man who committed suicide by jumping off the ferry at around midnight, and it took days for the authorities to retrieve his body. But again, we've tried to look for the family members, but we have little information concerning that particular matter. But right now, you see the divers are ready to dive, and I guess they are waiting for a command to be given, or rather a directive to be issued for them to proceed inside the water to hook the vehicle and to retrieve it. Remember, it's an exercise that the Kenya Ferry Services said it will take approximately 3 hours, but if according to what I can see, it's likely to take much less time, because I can see they have the equipment and they're ready, enough personnel. Of course, the manpower is of key essence here. You can see their police officers also, of course, on board the ferry and coordinating from the ferry. Of course, also the other officials, other officers from officials from the Seco company, that is the company that provided the crane to be used for this particular exercise, and they're also on standby, and they're all waiting. And of course, also we're here waiting to see what will be happening next. But remember, of course, also the concerns of and the safety of the divers is of great concern here. And from the script of last time, the divers they can't stay for long inside the water because of the water pressure. And I can see there are many, and currently right now I can see, and I'm told that 3 of them are ready to dive in, and of course others are on standby, and they'll be taking intervals until they manage to hook the vehicle for it to be hooked on the crane, and so that it can be pulled out of the water. They're taking position, the 2 speedboats there, and the divers from the Kenya Navy, and we're all here on standby waiting to see this operation come to an end. So we're still here, we're on standby, and we'll be back with more information as we all wait to see the final retrieval of the vehicle, and of course as we wait for the authorities to conduct a full investigation over this issue. And I'm sure we will get more information as soon as they are done with their investigations.